Before we go any farther, we wanted to tell you a little bit about our personal selves. I mean, you've heard the Boogie story about where we've come, and I did not realize 2%. Julie was actually like, 2%? I mean, she got a little tear in her eye. We didn't realize that. So even us, I think we're still taken back a little bit when we hear things like that. But we are very much just, I mean, moms and women outside of that, and I think that's why that still baffles us so much. I have 3 kids at home. Aiden is my oldest. He's 7. My middle child is Avery. She's 3. Julie has 3 girls, and you with girls know that that's a whole different beast to tame. And then my youngest, Austin, is 9 months old. Just started trying to walk and crawling and things in the mouth and all those different levels. And I drink a ton of Diet Coke and coffee. I eat a lot of candy. I did not run hills this morning. However, when I do work out, it's because of all the Diet Coke and coffee and candy. And the last book I read was Seth Godin's The Dip. I love Seth Godin. If you guys subscribe to his blog, he's just an amazing source of inspiration. So love that guy. My kids eat food off the floor. I don't cook. I mean, I really have.
She really doesn't cook, and she could not find something to save her life.
Directionally, well,
directionally challenged.
Yeah, we got lost last night down in Del Mar, driving around, and we stopped on the beach somewhere, and these surfers were like coming up out of the tide, and we just stopped there, and I'm like, see, we're lost, but this is good. We should just stay here and take all this in. It's all right. So anyways, that's just me, and that's just who I am and how I roll.
Yeah, and I'm Julie, and I'm, pretty ordinary too. I mean, my favorite thing in life is probably the fact that Starbucks came up with the card that you can put on your keychain. And so all I have to do is grab my keys out of the car and hand them to them and go, okay, I want my coffee, and they scan it, and I'm like so in heaven, thinking this is just way too easy. And Mindy will attest to this. I probably visit Starbucks
too much.
Maybe 2 to 3 times a day. It's bad. It's like my coffee fix. And
Grande Americano, sugar-free vanilla.
Yeah,
we all know it. Everyone in the office knows it.
Yeah, it's my vice. So like Mindy said, I have 3 girls ranging from 5 to 11 to 15. So we're kind of all over the board there. And so I'll be on any given day. I could be in kindergarten and at the high school. And so I have to, a lot of times I'm doing one thing and I have to completely, shift my focus to something else. So basically I got a speeding ticket 2 weeks ago. Let's see, pretty much just the average normal mom out there trying to make all this happen and work. And we get it done however we can get it done at the end of the day. So,
and I think we tell you this because throughout our presentation today, we're going to tell you a few more stories, and you're going to get to know us better than I think our husbands have at some points throughout this journey. But we just really want you to understand that so many of the same struggles and things that we encounter every day are just, it's really how we're all moving through the minutia of trying to juggle these businesses and families and making it all work and putting it all together. So you take a look at these resources that are out there, and I think for us, it opens our eyes to the fact that something is going on with moms in business. And Maria talked about think about it like a man. And I think that's very true in a lot of ways, but the beauty of it is that as a mom and a woman, you can think about it like a man, but you still have the qualities and the intuition that moms find in business, that you are able to learn and grow because of the experience that you've had as a mom. And that there's really a trend happening right now that these moms are growing, that more and more, I mean, we're getting up into that 2% range. We're gonna get at 3%, and they're all gonna be moms in business with $1 million companies. We're convinced it's coming. There's just something different about us.
I think Mindy's right. There's something different about women and moms in general. I mean, I don't know, the multitasking, the people say that's not really true, that people don't multitask. Yes, we do. We do it all the time. And the fact that you have skill sets that you don't even know you have that you can translate into business that are going to wow you. They really, truly are. I mean, you're going to start to see them and go, wow, okay, I can do this over here. I can do it I can apply this to business and make it great. It's funny, I always think about this. Have you guys ever been in a room or in a situation where maybe you're the only mom or the only woman, and a man, and you have, I was at Christmas dinner last year, and I was with my sister who is not a mom, and my aunt who is not a mom, and we were sitting there having dinner, and I was reiterating what I needed to do for the next 7 days because all of my children were out of school. And I'm like, okay, I've got, I have all this work to do, and I've got to get them here and here, and we have this practice, and we've got this games during, Christmas break, and we've got this and this. and they're looking at me like I'm an alien. I mean, seriously, they're looking at me, and finally they just kind of shake their head and go, "How are you know
Why?
what and how are you going to do this and how are you going?" And for me and for probably all of you, you just get it. You just go, "Well, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make it work." But you have that moment where you just feel like, really? Is this just me? Am I, and I think realizing those moments and going, I really do get this. I really can do. You have something special that actually they don't
And we're going to
have.
convince you of that today if you don't
so-
already know it.
Yeah.
So Entrepreneur Magazine defines mompreneur as a female business owner who is actively balancing the role of mom and entrepreneur. Alrighty.
I love that word balance. Do any of you have balance? Seriously. I mean,
I went to bed last night.
I just need to find a balance.
And
yeah.
I was laying in bed last night and I thought to myself, what a balanced day. I had just the right amount of time with my family and my work and me time. This was a good day. I'm going to sleep great tonight. My pendulum
so
is
balanced.
just right here. Never. So you know what? We're not buying this one. This is not working for us. There is no balance.
No.
There is no this role of entrepreneur and mom, and we're pretty convinced that there's something better.